Earlier today, I was able to, or lucky to have an interview with Dave Sharpe, the new sales director of Builderall, the software I promote. And I managed to ask him a couple of questions, and I was very impressed with his answers. They were very customer oriented, which is where I'm coming from. And also, I could see his heart in there. And there's one thing that I have under here, this little quote that he said, answering one of the questions, which really got to me because I do have a 6-month-old son at the moment. I mean grandson, and he is trying so hard just to use his legs, just to feel things, just to stand up, just to do this, do that. So it's really bringing it back to me how much we have to just keep trying. So watch this below.
Hi.
Hi, Dave. So great to see you again. We
You
met
too.
we met for a short period at the mansion,
Yep.
and that was such a fantastic time for me. Have a couple of questions that I'd
Sure.
like to ask you. One of the reasons a lot of us are here now with Builderall is that we kind of associated with Eric's vision for the future. And so that's kind of what's kept us going through these beginning years, which haven't always been easy for a lot of people. But the power of that vision just kind of keeps you excited, and we keep that eye on the future. So I wanted to ask you what you see for Builderall, say, in 5 years' time. What's your vision for the future?
Well, I mean, it starts with what do we do today? What do we do this week? What do we do this month? What do we do for the rest of this year in order to get to I have no idea where we're going to be in 5 years. I mean, the entire internet could change. But what I can tell you is that what I'm obsessed about is massive, speedy growth, and growth in a way that has, tangible results on people right away. So it's about combining the vision with how does that apply right now. So you're already starting to see a lot of that come to fruition right now. I mean, you're seeing us get to work and come out with amazing marketing that we think is going to do a great job of educating people about giving them, because it's about giving the customer. We have to transition from us who are involved to how do we transfer that vision over to the end customer and give it to them within 30 seconds to 2 minutes of watching the first video that they see. So it boils down to how do we indoctrinate and bring somebody brand new in to be able to see a vision for themselves and start getting results right away. And so, I think that's where my focus is at. It's not really in, I think this company has the potential to grow to 1 million users, but we get there one user at a time, right? So I love Eric. I love his vision. I love his heart more than I love anything about his vision, right? I love his heart. And what I've seen from working with him over the course of the last several months is here's a guy who cares more about people than he does about money, and that's rare. And so I think with that heart and now the combined knowledge that we have on this team, we can start to take the vision and start to apply it more in practical ways to make it simpler for people to get results and because it's all about results. You can only rely on vision and excitement for so long. You got to be able to get results. So I think that's what we're starting to see. It was a lot of years of kind of startup organic stuff to get to this place to where there's a good foundation for us to really explode on.
That's awesome. Yes, I think the heart is definitely something that all of us have felt and seen over the last few years. And the results, there's no point just selling the tool. The tool doesn't mean anything unless it's actually used to make something happen good in this world. And so, yeah, it's great to see us being able to help those people that do come in then actually do something, because it's been really hard for us to do that at times. So with your your system here, that's really great, because we can get people actually using and seeing some results. And once we see results, the passion comes, because results help you feel good about everything that you're doing. Excellent. So one thing I wanted to talk to you about is, when you were at the mansion, you threw out that a challenge to us all about the 90-day challenge for a video every day for 90 days. Now, I will admit that I didn't get my 90 days of videos. But what I want to ask you is that there are many of us, including me, that it's really hard to get in front of the camera. And I was so nervous about just talking to you today. I'm not even sure where to look, whether to look at the camera or in front of me. But and there are some people that can get over this really quickly, like James. We all, a lot of us witnessed James moving from like the top of a head on a camera to like just being out there. Me, I've always been like this for my many years of life, and it is getting better, but it's still really hard, and I've taken a lot longer than James to get to this point. What is your advice to people out there in that situation?
Look, getting over your fear of being on camera is just like getting over your fear of walking when you were a child. Like, it was scary to go from the ground up to now you're 1.5, 2 feet above the ground, and you're looking down at where you used to crawl. So we have to realize and trust our bodies and ourselves, that we were born to break through fears. Like, that's what a human being is here for. Everything is scary in life, and doing it makes it less scary. You also have to figure out where you're comfortable. Maybe you're less, or get in where you fit in a sense. Maybe your skill set is going to be writing. Okay, maybe your skill set is going to be team building. But I do think that it's important as an entrepreneur to push through your fears and just do it, because it's just like anything in life. It gets less scary the more that you do it. I want to just acknowledge you for your honesty. You heard me give you that challenge. You gave it hell. And now you're coming back honest, saying, look, I wasn't perfect at it, but I gave it my best, and I want to know how I can be better. And so anybody who's watching this, who's following you, I hope that they continue to follow you into where you're going, and click the link around this video, take a test drive, follow in your footsteps, because there's so many people who don't have the courage to continue down the path like you're doing right now. So I appreciate you. I can't wait to see you succeed at higher levels, and you do it on your time. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody else.
Thank you for that, Dave. I appreciate that too, because it's not easy for me, or for a lot of people out there. But if you can just start taking those first little steps. I did do about 10 videos. And it did get me started. You do have to sometimes, one day I'll do 90 days.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome. We'll talk to you later. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.